Hello there. I am Cedar Mercier. I am just coming at you live, unexpectedly, I might add. And I am so wanting to talk to you guys. So, nobody wants to hear about this, especially hairdressers, moms of preschoolers, moms of girls and children with thick, long hair. But we're going to talk about it because it's very important. So, back to school time. Kids hanging out with kids, backpacks, hoodies, hey, hats, and other mitten things. So lots of layers. What does this mean? Okay, let's just get to the point. I'm talking about lice. Ew, the very sound of it just makes you want to scratch your head, makes you all nervous, and you can't help it but to look, have someone check you. Just because you heard the word makes you feel intimidated and scared of this tiny little parasite that feeds off your scalp and plants its eggs in your hair. Okay, gross, right? Gross. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to think about it being in their hair or in their kids' hair. Okay, so what do? We educate. Okay, a lice is a parasite. It is about the size of a sesame seed at its full-grown stage, and it plants its little tiny eggs right onto your hair shaft. Shampoo doesn't remove it. Oil doesn't remove it. Lice solution that kills and gets rid of nits and bugs, that will kill it. You're still responsible for removing it. And then you're responsible for cleaning up afterwards. So you know your kid has had lice, right? Darn it. All right, we treat the kid first, right? Then we freak out because we think we need to be treated because we need somebody to check our hair and our scalp. Okay, new hairdressers, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm sorry to bring this up. Hairdressers have, if you think your kid might have lice or might have been exposed to someone who has had lice, or they're itching their head a lot or haven't washed their hair in a while and you see all these little white flakes and you want us hairdressers to freak out, check your kids for lice. So you just need a couple little things. You just need a little headlamp and bright lights, and you want to look at their scalp. You want to look at their hair strands, and you want to go through it meticulously if you feel like they've been exposed. This is probably not necessary for everyone all the time, but if you know that your kids are around other kids or have suspects of them being exposed to lice, then you go through their hair. Okay, so a hairdresser, a salon, if you feel like your kid has lice and you want someone to check, I think I know how to check for lice, and I really want to make sure that my salon doesn't get infected. So I clean all my stuff, I make sure I check people really well, and then I can tell you what to do after that. It's not legal for anyone with lice to be treated at the salon. So you have to remove them from your salon because it's such a hard thing to get rid of. It's not a life-threatening thing, right? Your kid has lice. It's a little parasite that feeds off their scalp, kind of like a flea, right? So it's not life-threatening, and it's easily fixable if you do what you're supposed to do. So again, sorry for freaking everyone out, but this is my disclaimer. If you feel like your kid has been exposed to lice at school, at daycare, check your kid. Make sure that you have, if you want a backup of some lice killer. You can go to the store. You can do the natural stuff. They have stuff at Sprouts, called Sprouts at Whole Foods. And they also have Fairy Tales brand. They have the Nix brand. So if your kid is prone to getting lice, or you know that it goes through your school a lot, you may or may not always get a notification. You may not be the first one to get a notification that your kid may have been exposed to lice, but it's a fact of life, and we need to stop freaking out about it, and we just need to do what we're supposed to do if we have it. You got to wash all your bed sheets. You got to wash your pillowcases. You got to wash and dry all of your jackets and coats and hoodies and things to get rid of them, so that you don't reinfect after you've already been treated or your child has been treated. So again, I'm just wondering if anybody has questions. Has anybody had lice? What was your favorite solution? What did you do? What product did you like? I'm interested. I'm interested because I have tried a variety of different things I've had on hand, and for my clients that have had that or suggest things, and the census is that those little knit combs don't work very well. Okay, so some people have to go through and hand pick out. So if you have been exposed to lice and you have knits in your hair, or you have knits in your child's hair, you have to remove all the knits. So gross. Oh yeah, Michelle, and yes, I could imagine with all of the amounts of hair that your kids have, or that you guys have, that your mom were like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work for mom. And we're already busy. We're like the taxi. We're like the cook. We're like the chef. We can pretty much run a household. And to have a moment where you think I have to clean even harder to get rid of this is just kind of stressful to some people. So don't stress your kids out. Don't make your kids feel like it's their fault. Anyone can get lice. Clean people, dirty people, people with curly hair, people with straight hair, fine hair, very, very clean hair. Anyone can get it. So no one is free from this. And stay on top of it. Read the directions, Google it, make yourself very educated and aware. And even boys can get lice, okay? So regular checks are necessary. So I hope I didn't gross too many of you out. And I don't always talk about such gross things on my Facebook Live videos. Sometimes I talk about other stuff. And yes, so stay tuned. It's about educating, it's about being aware, and it's about not making everyone freak out about it, because it is not a life-threatening thing to have to deal with lice. So yes, so we had, Jackie says that she had to comb, her mom had to comb for hours, picking through their hair, getting rid of these things. And that's how you get rid of them. It's tedious, it's annoying. You have to use special shampoo sometimes to get rid of that product. The treatments are very mild. They're not bad. You just have to do it. You just have to treat it. So it is 4 treatments, she said they had to do. And you have to recheck your children after they've been treated. If you left a knit in there, or one didn't get something, or maybe it got passed from the pillow, or maybe it got passed from something else, you want to recheck your children and make it a regular thing, and make it pretty common, so that they don't think anything's up out of the ordinary. You know, when I go through and I have a client in my chair, a child especially, and I'm looking at their hair closely, the mother's like, what do you see? What do you see? What's in my hair? What's in my hair? I'm like, calm down, calm down. There are things floating in there, and I am making myself and you aware and feeling secure that what I see is not what I am dreading or what I don't want to see. So anyways, don't freak out, but know that there are treatments available. So this has been your education of the Monday, okay? And as we all sent our kids off to school, we're probably thinking it, oh, I hope they don't bring home lice. And you can't stop itching just because I said the word lice. That doesn't mean you have lice just because I said the word lice. So you probably don't have lice, but you might. I don't know. Hey, Melina girl. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy your Monday, and we shall see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.